how do you prepare for cup finals and things like that? Is there any different sort of approaches that you would take?
You've got to understand that any cup game really is a one-off affair. No team is going and playing for a draw, very rarely, unless you've got a lower league team in an FA Cup that fancies a bit of cash in a replay. But very rarely is that going to happen. So they sort of throw kitchen sink at it a lot of the time in cups. Cup finals slightly different because you never know how a team is going to approach it. Will they be defensive? Will they be on the front foot? The Youth Cup final is actually quite a difficult one to referee because you're refereeing teams with players that you've never seen before. You don't know any of
Yeah,
them. You can watch. I've watched the videos leading up to it. It's Chelsea and Man City, I think it was.
yeah,
I watched the videos leading up, and again, it doesn't teach you that much because they change their squads so much as well. Change the little tactics so much. So by the time you get to an FA Youth Cup final, and they're playing in the big stadiums as well, which they don't always do, so that can change. And because of their age, they're going to be 16, 17, 18-year-olds. That can affect them as well because mentally they won't have prepared for as the same as a Premier League guy would under that kind of pressure and that kind of crowd. And live on Sky, of course, which they're not used to. So my preparation, I tried to keep it as simple as possible. Use the ethos that anything can happen, but ultimately understand that you're going to get throw-ins wrong, you're going to get corners wrong, you're going to get goal kicks wrong. Just don't get the big ones wrong. And that in a cup final for me is the most important thing. Don't affect the outcome of this game. I mean, obviously you don't want to do that in any game.
yeah,
But in a cup final, don't affect the outcome. Get the big decisions right. The other things will take care of themselves. You don't usually remember cup finals, as strange as that sounds. If I think back to Championship playoff final, I remember being stood behind the goal, and as soon as it left his foot, I remember saying on the microphone, "That's in." And then
yeah,
he went straight in the top corner. It's a great finish. Other than that, I remember the ball going out for a goal kick and thinking, "That's full time. Brilliant. Nobody's going to kill us."
yeah,
And that you're concentrating that hard on the game that you don't want to make that mistake. So yeah, they don't become memorable. The occasions become memorable, but not so much the games. Because as I said, if you're focusing as much as you should be, you're not running around thinking, "Oh, this is great, playoff final, fantastic." You're thinking, "Get the next one right. Get the next one right."